The soldiers hunt a tale of loss and revenge. I'll never forget the day Mosi came back to our village. He wasn't the same. He wasn't the proud, smiling man who left for peacekeeping 2 years ago. He was hollow, broken. Mosi was one of us, a son of the soil. He left to serve, to protect others in lands far away. While we struggled here with drought and thieves, he was out there fighting for peace in countries we could only imagine. We all admired him, and his family was so proud. His wife, Zait, always spoke of how he was a hero. His little daughter, Ramani, would run around showing off his pictures in uniform. But when Mosi came back, the pride was gone. It was the way he looked at his house that told me something was wrong. I was at my father's shop that day, across the road from his home. His bags dropped from his hands when he saw the broken windows, the kicked-in door. He ran inside, and then we all heard it. The scream. I went over to help, but nothing could prepare me for what I saw. Mosi's wife and daughter were gone. Killed by thieves, the neighbors told me later. They said it happened months ago. The police came, but no one was caught. The thieves even took the little money and things Mosi had sent home from his peacekeeping job. That day, Mosi sat on the ground outside his house until night fell. He didn't cry. He just stared, as if trying to understand why the world could be so cruel. A week later, he quit the service. He said he couldn't serve a country that couldn't protect his family. When he came back to the village, he didn't stay long. He went to the elders and asked for help. They directed him to the medicine man, Babu Shuja, an old, quiet man who lived near the forest. I don't know what Mosi asked for or what Babu gave him, but when Mosi returned, he looked different. His eyes burned with a kind of determination that scared me. And that's when the killing started. It wasn't all at once. It began with whispers. A man in the nearby town was found dead in the fields. Then another, in the next village. The elders tried to make sense of it, but it wasn't until the third body was found that people began to notice a pattern. The dead men were all thieves. Everyone knew it. They were the kind of men who drank too much, bragged too loud, and took what wasn't theirs. And all of them had been killed the same way, silently, like a predator hunting in the night. One evening, Mosi came to my father's shop. He wasn't there to buy anything. He just sat, silent as ever, until I finally asked him, Mosi, is it you? Are you the one doing this? He didn't answer right away. Then he said, they took everything from me. My wife. My child. My life. I gave my life for this country, and they couldn't even keep them safe. I didn't say anything. What could I say? After that, the killings continued. But Mosi didn't hide. He didn't even run. Once he had hunted down every thief who had been part of the gang that killed his family, he did the one thing no one expected. He walked straight to the police station and turned himself in. The village was divided. Some said he was a hero, a man who did what the law couldn't. Others said he was no better than the thieves he hunted. But me? I don't know. I just know Mosi was a man who lost everything, and in his pain, he did what he thought was right. I don't think he ever expected to find peace. Maybe he just wanted to make sure the people who hurt him never hurt anyone else. Mosi's story spread far and wide, and even now, years later, people still talk about him. Some call him a monster. Others call him a legend. But to me, he's just Mosi, a broken man trying to make sense of a broken world.